What's up, fellas? So I'm starting a new series. It's going to be called Sunday Stories, Hungover with Benj. Obviously, today's not Sunday, but the Eagles are in the Super Bowl this weekend, and I'll be making martinis, not videos. So, every Sunday, whilst presumably hungover, I'll be picking a subscriber's question and telling a story about it. This week's question comes from my one and only subscriber, Logan. Shout out, Logan. Logan wants to know the worst thing I've done while blacked out drunk. Now, for me, this is a pretty easy one. Year was 2021. I was visiting Penn State. A bunch of my buddies went to Penn State. I was up there visiting, and I had just kind of partnered with Heelys. They sent me a sick pair of SpongeBob Heelys, and I made a couple of videos in them. But I was obsessed with these things. I wore them around the house like I was a child. Anyway, I'm at Penn State. We were playing beer die all morning. It was probably around like 1 o'clock, and we decided that we were going to go to a different house party. The bars were still being weird because of COVID, so we were doing house parties. So we were going to this different darty, and I was like, it's all downhill. I'm going to rock my Heelys. Yeah, so at Penn State, where all the frats are, there's a big hill, and it was a construction zone at the time, so it had one of those your speed signs, and intoxicated me was like, I wonder how fast I can buzz on these bad boys. Anyway, I'm purring down the street and make the left to go down the hill, and I'm moving. I mean, like, it was sick. Next thing you know, I go to look up at the sign to see how fast I was buzzing. Rock, head, concrete, out cold. It happened right outside of a frat. It happened right outside of a frat that was having a party, so I was, like, probably embarrassed, but I was also half blacked out drunk and half quite actually, like, I blacked out from hitting my head against the ground. I go to touch my head, and I take my hand down, and my whole arm is leaking blood, and I'm like, oh, God. Cut my eyebrow, right? Obviously, a couple of the girls that were with us were nursing majors. Who isn't at Penn State? And they escorted me back to my buddy's house because he didn't come with us. We get back to my buddy's house. The nursing majors put me in the bathroom and say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some stuff to help you out. I didn't trust them. I didn't know them. They didn't even have a degree. So realistically, they weren't even medical. So I go on my phone and I get an Uber to the hospital. Now, my buddy, who I'm not going to name because he's actually a good friend, comes in, grabs my phone. He goes, what's this? And I said, it's my Uber to the hospital. He cancels it. Grabs a dirty towel off of the bathroom floor of the absolute pigsty of a house they were living in and puts it on my head. The kid's scared of infection, obviously, so I remove the towel and I order an Uber again to the hospital. He then grabs my phone, cancels my Uber again, and takes my phone. Long story short, I suck it up. I wake up in the morning sleeping under his bed on the hardwood floor. I was definitely concussed, and I proceeded to go to IHOP, covered in blood still, from the night before. Got home, naturally my mom was concerned. She asked what happened, and I told her we were playing two-hand touch football, and I tripped on the curb. Subscribe for more stories.